Hi, I'm DebDedrick, Certified High Performance Coach. Welcome to Oh Fireworks, episode number 100, How to Lead Others. I'm so happy I'm here on episode 100. It was my goal to hit 100 by a certain time, and I did it, and I'm so thrilled about it. And that's a good way to start our topic, how to lead others. You can't lead others if you're not doing what you expect them to do, right? If you want somebody to follow you, you probably should start with setting a good example, right? Embracing good habits and getting rid of bad habits. I've always told my coaching clients that not only do you lead by example and people are always watching your every move, but I also believe that you should never do anything behind closed doors that you would be afraid to let somebody open the door and see. It's when we do things that we're afraid to let other people see that usually get us into our problems. So number one, having good habits, embracing good habits, and living with integrity and not expecting others to do what you're not willing to do is a good place to start. A good leader and how to lead others is also being a really good listener and listening without interrupting and listening without having your mind going around thinking how you're going to answer, but I mean listening with the intention to listen and having the balance and the flexibility in these situations when you're listening to lead with integrity and kindness and set a good example. A good leader, how to lead others. Number three, having stability. Somebody that somebody can count on. Somebody that you know or they know that they can call and count on. A good leader is stable. A good leader is responsive to problems. If you're leading others and problems come up and you don't address the problems, you're gonna lose your credibility. A good leader has the courage to step into situations and solve the problems as they arise. A good leader adapts to timely events. A good leader adapts to trends and changes. A good leader has to stay on top of what's going on in the world to be able to lead and adapt in cases where maybe something's going to happen where you're going to lose your business, and you adapt, and then you have the influence to persuade your team to get behind you. Or if it's personal and you see a problem arising, you have the ability to influence and lead your family and your children to a successful outcome. How to lead others, applying the principles of good habits and balance and stability and adaptability to each situation as it comes up, and embracing change with thoughtfulness and using facts to dictate which changes that you're going to make instead of emotionally reacting. How to be a good leader? Well, I think I've kind of gone over it. I think being a good leader and how to lead others comes from within and a desire to lead. So embracing good habits, knowing that bad habits are not going to set good precedents, and knowing that if you want to lead others, they need to be able to look up to you, and not doing things behind closed doors that might come out and destroy your reputation. Applying balance and flexibility in all situations when you're dealing with people, and being a good listener and listening to others without interrupting and being rude, and without always trying to shift or hijack the conversation back to you. How to lead others is being stable and responsive. How to lead others is to apply all of these principles in all areas of your life and adapt to each situation with the flexibility and the desire to embrace each situation as it comes up and not postpone it or not stick your head in the sand and pretend it's not happening. In our life, as life changes, a good leader has to recognize that life is constantly changing, and that in order to stay on top at business or at home, you have to adapt to things that are changing. Life is always changed. Things are going to come and things are going to go. Industries are going to go up and industries are going to go down. And in order for you to stay on top and lead your team properly, you need to be aware of how these are going and make the steps that you need to be making to stay ahead of the curve. How to lead others to becoming a great success personally or professionally for an organization or team has all been outlaid, just like I've talked to you. In order for you to do and lead others, it starts from your heart. It's developing the skill set that you need to be able to lead others. It's being able to be a good listener. It's being able to be kind, to smart, to be flexible. All of these things all add up to how to lead others. So I hope my tip 100 helps you. It's my mission as your certified high performance coach to give you tools and tips and strategies and the push and the nudge that you need to create a high performance lifestyle, personally or professionally, and so you can create a happy life. So until our next tip, go out in the world and be a positive role model and influencer for good. Thank you for joining me for episode number 100. I have many more episodes on the way. And until my next tip, God bless.